So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Terrific header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Doué really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a cute ball. Chalobah kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold. Koeman. Well, that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Just the keeper to beat! Goes for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
That's a little off target. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Look at the space, it's Dembele! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Strong running down that left flank. Quarter of an hour played. Looking for a run-up. Dani Olmo. Balde. Aims beyond the defence. Camavinga. Camavinga powering forward here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slick. Tries a shot! Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's come loose! Mbappe! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Just eases him off the ball. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And this is Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's been played through. He's had a shot! And it's in! Arsenal are level.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Balde. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? He won't be happy with that one. And they can counter here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vinicius Junior's cross. 30 minutes gone. And he's had a hit! Oh, within an inch or two.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball is over the line. Chalobah. And that has left him in a heap. Stood up well to him there. He's gone for goal! And he's heaved it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's got the beating of his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. Koeman. Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Hernandez. Ball played for Koeman. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get on the end of this? Bullish header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Van Dijk. Pedri. Messi. And back to the keeper. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through.
Has been indicated.
Right card. And here's Rafinha. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Played into space. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Good play on the left-hand side here. He's gone for goal! In he goes again! Right card. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this
one that's packed with incident and talking points? A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Rafinha gets into a good position. He's got away. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 18, Petri.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Arsenal with this to equalise. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Doué. Threads one in. Mbappe is onto this. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Alexander-Arnold. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. Not the most convincing of passes. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. And here's Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard. And he's worked it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Over to the left. Not the most accurate pass. 60 minutes played. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Balde gets it away.
Number 22, Danny Olmo. Mbappe.
Rijkaard has it in a wide position.
Desiree Doué. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
Now it's Foden.
Number 27, Adeyemi.
Messi.
Number 14, Yamal. Number 18.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. That has not gone well. And that is out of play. That's a sharp pass. Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea. Just about within shooting range. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. And it's made its way to him. He rises! It's hit the upright. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Van Dijk. Adeyemi. Now it's Yamal.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. 75 minutes played. Oh, no joy this time.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's Dembele! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 78
One
minutes.
sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Across it goes. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking for the run. Now it's Rafinha. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, played right into his path. Foden providing an outlet on that flank. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And he's let fly. He's got away with one there. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Can he get it through? Now it's Rafinha. Now who's going to be first to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
4 added
And a
minutes has
chance!
been indicated.
Off the post! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Yamal could try cutting inside here. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get... And he shoots! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there. And that is that. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Hello everybody, and this is a
Well,
quick
after all of
reminder.
that